Oh, you make it good?
Yeah, we're going.
Good evening, folks. We're into the second set of the night here in the Dayton Paroche Road Tennis Facility. On court, we have two A-class players. Back of the camera is Adrian. Sorry, is Lynchy. Coming up against, facing the camera, Curtis Jones. This is a, what we could say, a grudge match. Lynchy call out Curtis Jones. So they're going to settle this here tonight. Two A-class players here in Bush Hall competing against each other. Carrying the game is Tito Ellis, one of the top officials in Barbados, and his observer is Andy. And tonight doing commentary on this game with me is no stranger to commentary, is Mr. John Wick.
Yeah, good evening to all those viewers in New York, those viewers in Dubai, wherever you are around the world. What we are seeing here this evening, the second call-out game of the evening. And this calling out players is becoming a new thing around road tennis, but a good thing for road tennis as well. So we made to understand that Lynchy called out Curtis, and we know Curtis over the years as a top player in road tennis.
There's a reason why Lynchy called out Curtis Jones?
Yes, apparently these guys played back in 2019 in the Silver Hill tournament, and Lynchy actually won 2 straight and made it into the top 16 that particular night. And since then, these guys have never really met each other. And I believe, Dwayne, that Curtis willingly accepted this challenge tonight to send a message to Lynchy, something he wanted to do since 2019. But hey, the game has to be the answer of it all. We have to see what happens here in the long run. But we have 3 best in 5 tennis to watch, and these are 2 really top players I think will be pleasantly entertained tonight.
Yes, John. In terms of ranking, Curtis Jones, he's ranked higher. I think he's the number 4th ranked player in Barbados. And Dwayne Lynch, I'm not sure where his ranking is, but he's down the pecking order. And to be totally honest, Curtis Jones, by his ranking, will be considered a better player than Dwayne Lynch. But Dwayne Lynch, he don't think that way.
No, statistically, you would give Curtis the edge. Curtis has been in the top 4s, right, for a very long time. And I believe that bigger things were expected of Curtis some years ago as well. But he never really reached that limit and produced. Bearing in mind that he would have been facing the likes of a much younger world boss in Michael Jackson. He would have been facing an upcoming quality player like Venom. And as these guys came around, and of course Lil Man Daniel, always the showstopper. So if those guys remain in the game, it would have really created a lot of pressure on Curtis to reach his full potential or bring home the bacon, as one would say.
Yes. The 3 giants, the 3 A-class giants, Anton Daniel, Jonian White, and Mark Venom Griffith. Those 3 players remain consistent at the top of the rankings, and it's very difficult for Curtis Jones to beat any of these top players. But here we're seeing a lovely exchange here between these 2 individuals.
12-6 the score already.
But you must give some credit to Dwayne Lynch. You know, he have a slight impediment, but you know, had not for this impediment, I believe Dwayne Lynch should be a force to be reckoned with. He still competes at a very high level among these A-class players, despite his impediment. And he's very, very good in his back arm. He's also very good in his forward arm. One of the players I admire in terms of back arm.
You would admire the back arm, Dwayne. Somewhere, somehow, you play your game as if it's a one-sided sport in your world.
No, John, don't do that.
Sorry, when I'm talking, I have to let the listeners know what really, who they're listening to and your strengths. And your back arm is well known in the road tennis arena. It really is.
The best back arm in the business.
I'm not at all surprised that you would pick up on Lynchy's quality backarm as well.
Yeah, there's two players. There's two players I really give a lot of credit in terms of backarm, Dwayne Lynch and also Daria Hines. Daria Hines, you know, when I retire, I would give it to Daria Hines, of one of the players who have one of the best backarms in road tennis. A very stylish player. 13 all. This game is very close, John.
Very even game here, 13 all. Like you said, I don't really believe that this is going to be a walk home for either player. This is really a lovely exchange here once again. Oh, good tennis,
yes.
Fantastic tennis.
Tennis at a very high level.
Please into the crowd, you can hear the response, and this was a really good exchange.
Join that rally.
14 to score, yes. 13.
Join that rally, Curtis Jones turned over that ball with tremendous power to Dwayne Lynch's forward arm, but he was able to defend it. Curtis thought he had a winner, but it was not a winner.
No, a score.
He had to continue playing.
And a score of 14 all is reflective of the quality of both these players. It would expect should be a close game either way, and they're living up to our expectation at this stage. 14-7 to 15, 15-14.
I don't know what possess Curtis Jones to believe that he can win this game by playing Pipey's backarm. He served all those balls to Pipey backarm.
Yeah, to Dwayne's backarm.
To Dwayne's backarm, sorry, folks. $16 all.
Even game, first game. It's really good to see Curtis back in the arena. I know he seemed to have been out for a bit in his game, but he's still looking relatively sharp here tonight. He's covering the court well, and this is only the first game. And one can only expect that these players, the longer they're on the court, they get more out of them. So this is good tennis, quality tennis. But I'm quite sure that Curtis will be looking to revenge that 2019 loss tonight.
Yes, John. These two players are very, very good players, and you have to let the set play out. You can't call it at this stage. Curtis Jones is playing very smart tennis. He's playing a lot of short balls because, you know, Dwayne Lynch have an impediment.
17 all score.
You see that backarm, John?
Oh, that's a touch. Oh.
Dwayne Lynch still have the lead, 1 point lead, 17-18. That's where Curtis Jones is getting his wins.
Tennis. Very good form there by Curtis.
$18-19. Game is wide open.
We do have a really good crowd here in hand this evening as well, supporting the challenge matches, and road tennis really is in need of this kind of tennis. What we saw a couple months ago, we saw some junior competitions which were showing some promising juniors. We have some really good junior tennis over the end of December and early January. Just left to see what other junior matches will be on the cards this year. But kudos to the promoters for keeping the juniors in the game as well.
Yes, we have a juice game here. Dwayne Lynch, back in the camera, he's 20. Curtis Jones facing the camera in all black, he's 20. So a very, very good first game by these two individuals. First point goes to Dwayne Lynch. Yes.
That is a point he certainly will remember for some time. That was a game point there.
21 all.
22-21.
Yes, you have a
very good start to this very first game. We saw, in Pipey's match, we had a juice game as well to start it off. But here we are now seeing this A-class clash. And a very good start with both players here. The kind of quality tennis you would expect.
23-21. First game goes to Curtis Jones. We're into the second game. Here we have Curtis Jones back in the camera. And Dwayne Lynch, he's facing the camera. Dwayne Lynch is the gentleman with the dreadlocks. Yes, John, you have some information to share with us concerning the junior tournament that is taking place.
Well, we had in the month of January, we had the junior, what we call the election championship junior road tennis competition that was held in January. And the good thing here that we are seeing primary school road tennis players, we're seeing secondary school players involved in this competition, which shows that those with the powers be are indeed focusing on the juniors and giving them their time and their moment as well in the road tennis. And that's where the future of tennis really lies, Dwayne. And it's good to see that at least the juniors already had a tournament. Even though we're in the COVID environment, the promoters, they were able to still bring something special for the juniors.
Any outstanding junior you want to say anything about?
Yeah, we saw some really quality tennis over that period of time.
Do this match depends on the weather.